Welcome back everyone, Questine here with more Age of Empires for the Mongol campaign, the Battle of Lignitz. Disciplined and relentless, the Mongols struck at Europe's eastern front with their most reliable strategy, divide and conquer, 1241. So I guess we're doing that mission again, where the Mongols in H2 fight multiple armies of European nations, I suppose.
With Kiev secure, the Mongols planned a coordinated drive deeper into Europe. They would divide the forces of Poland and Hungary by attacking both kingdoms simultaneously. At Lignitz, the old armies of Europe would be tested against Mongol-style warfare.
I'm curious to see how they'll do this, really. Considering everything. Led by Genghis Khan's grandson, Baydar, the Mongols made the first of their dual attacks on Central Europe. The Polish army scrambled to face them, arriving at the field in scattered groups. That's gonna be the Poles? Okay, they look very German, if you will. I'm just reminded of the fact the Poles were Teutons, I think it was in H2. Anyway, let us begin.
In the fertile grasslands of Lignitz, the Mongols would face Europe's greatest armies, led by the forces of Poland. An army from Bohemia was marching to assist the Polish forces gathering at Lignitz. Together, they hoped to stop the Mongols before Western Europe succumbed to a full-scale invasion. If the Mongols acted quickly, they could defeat the scattered Polish army and force the Bohemians to withdraw. As the farms smoldered and smoke billowed to the sky, the Mongols claimed the spoils from the wreckage. By raiding the enemy's farmland, the Mongols could plunder valuable resources.
Alright. Raid settlements to gain resources. We get the market, we get the Gur. Let's do that. Alright, so we have 20 minutes until they arrive.
The Mongols had adopted gunpowder technology from their Chinese subjects, and now brought with them the mighty Nest of Bees. This explosive projectile weapon allowed them to target the enemy with a devastating barrage of rockets.
Alright, so I'm gonna need to use the nest of bees to really prevail here. Can I get monks? No, unfortunately I cannot. Ah, there we go. Is there no secret stuff? No, doesn't seem like it. Come on, shoot. Alright. Well, we've killed quite a few units on the field anyway. Get some ranged armor. I should have gotten those nest of bees with me from the very start. Unfortunately, I did not. So I'm gonna pay the price of that fall. Right, we got 14 minutes. Gonna deal with the last remaining knights over there. Fall back. Wow, that's yeah, you can't win this, unfortunately. Like, so I made the mistake of not using my nest of bees from the start, not raiding as much as I should have, so I'm gonna actually have to restart this mission. Lesson learned. Just gotta be careful, really, with all that in order to really win. Bit of a problem, though, because they do vastly outnumber me, by the looks of it. I'm not sure that they did outnumber pretty certain that they actually were vastly outnumbered by the Mongols in the actual battle.
If the Mongols acted quickly, they could defeat the scattered Polish army and force the Bohemians to withdraw.
So we are...
By raiding the enemy's farmland, the Mongols could plunder valuable resources. As the farms smoldered and smoke billowed to the sky, the Mongols claimed the spoils from the wreckage.
It'd be nice to have a siege workshop to get Mr. B, get more Mr. B's. It really feels like without those,
The Mongols had adopted gunpowder technology from their Chinese subjects, and now brought with them the mighty Nest of Bees. This explosive projectile weapon allowed them to target the enemy with a devastating barrage of rockets.
Alright, let's fall back. Most of the units in the fields have been neutralized anyway. Alright, let's go raid a bit more. Is the game worth it so far? Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, damn.
The Mongols defeated the Polish detachment and continued their unrelenting drive.
Well, that's one fight that's one. Actually, I should probably sell some of that. Well, I'll want that upgrade. Alright, let me save because I do have limited time here.
The Mongols eliminated Poland's knights, dealing a critical blow to the European forces.
Alright, so that's one critical blow to a fairly important part of. Alright. To a fairly important part of their army. Let's override this. Alright, I still want. They have quite a few units on that ridge. Forfeit, yeah. I'd say so. I do feel your weight. Oh.
battle raged in the fields. The army from Bohemia was drawing ever closer. The Mongols were running out of time to defeat the Polish army and neutralize the threat from Bohemia.
Oh, hold on. That's that's absolutely a bad idea. Because I'm not equipped to attack a settlement right now. Alright, so that's, so we're left to deal with the last, portion. Like, you need to be very strategic here in how you pick fights, or you need to abuse the crap out of your artillery. One of those, anyway. Go back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's that was a pretty bad idea. Because they did pursue for a fairly lengthy period of time, and they did have archers in a pretty good position to just like hit me without me really being able to run the hell away. My units just can't win that stand-up fight, unfortunately. Not right now, at least. But I have managed to get down to basically the last detachment of the Polish army. I just need to get the good position to actually attack it from. Well, live and learn, right? These kind of battles do take some trial and error to see what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. Well, guess what's gonna work? Ah. Wow. Okay. These guys will pursue me for quite a long distance. Alright, so I need to actually pull back even further, I feel. I'm not entirely certain. And then try some hit and run attacks with the Manga Die, see if that's gonna work. My archers should be getting their extra range enough. I'm not sure if it applies to Manga Die, that 10 extra range that I get on them. I hope it does, because if it does, then they're quite strong. 10 tiles, that is. Not 10 range, 10 tiles. Oh, do they have a patrol there of some sort?
Despite being outnumbered by the European armies, the Mongols were victorious. As fire scorched the farmlands of Lignitz, Europe reeled in horror. The ingenuity of the Mongol Empire had brought a terrifying new kind of destruction to the doorstep of the West.
Wow. That was a pretty crap mission, actually, all things considered. One where basically when you lose, dependent on how you control 2 fucking units of artillery, and you can't, because you can't get replacements, and they're the thing that you're gonna need to decimate your enemy. Warriors on campaign. The arrival of the Mongols in Europe was a calamity for which the West was grossly unprepared. In the years since Genghis Khan's rise, the Mongol military had perfected his strategies and invaded with unstoppable ferocity. Campaigns were planned years in advance. Scouts would survey the terrain, burning farmland as they went. The clear land would create a highway of pasture for the forthcoming army and their animals. Using a decimal system of organization, a Mongol army could be tens of thousands strong and still communicate effectively, move swiftly, and feed every one of its warriors for years at a time. Through discipline, practice, and endurance, the Mongol army remained ready for action and poised for conquest. That was pretty brutal, actually, all things considered. All right.
Nomads followed their flocks and herds. A Mongol family might move up to 30 times a year to seek fresh grazing.
Nomadic people civilization is different from the settled civilization. It's based on open field movement and horseback riding lifestyle. And music is one of the most important elements of this kind of way of life.
A central theme in Mongolian music is the horse.
All Mongol life was lived on horses. That's part of the Mongol identity, is the music of the horse.
The most iconic Mongolian instrument was the morin khor.
Morin khor in a Mongolian language, it's mean horse head fiddle.
The strings came from a horse's tail. 120 hairs for the top, female string, and 150 for the bottom, male string. Everything to do with the morin khor related to horses, and it could even imitate their sounds. A distinctive aspect of Mongolian music is throat singing.
Throat singing is an ancient way of singing that imitates the echo from the nature.
Throat singing is the sound of the steppe, the wind, the earth, the animals. Music was also used to tell stories. In this praise song, 2 horses run away from Genghis Khan for a life in the wild. But they miss his kindness, and so they return. The prospect of being immortalized in a praise song was a powerful motivation for warriors on the battlefield.
Well, okay. Let's see what we get. What is this? The History Channel? Yeah, it feels like it's sometimes playing this game, doesn't it? Okay, so Mohi. Duped by the Mongols' provocative raids, the Hungarians chased down these new invaders, exactly as Batu Khan intended. Yeah.
While the Mongols in the north destroyed the Polish army, Batu Khan and General Subutai rampaged through the south into the heart of Hungary. Tricked into an intense pursuit, the Hungarian king chased down these foreign invaders, all the way to the plains of Mohi.
Luring the Hungarian army to a carefully chosen battle site, Batu Khan and General Subutai prepared their warriors for another tactical fight. Honestly, Subutai should be remembered as one of the greatest generals in human history. I mean, Genghis Khan was incredible, but Subutai was, honestly, something else. Let's call it that.
Batu Khan led his warriors across the plains, luring the Hungarian king to a battle site far from the safety of his city. As the Hungarians broke away to regroup across the Sayo River, the Mongols prepared to strike.
Oh, we're not gonna get our Khan, are we? Alright, so we have
General
gold.
Subutai would soon arrive to join Batu, having escorted the Mongol camp to the battle site. While the Khan waited for his general, the Mongol vanguard would probe across the bridge to the north.
Did I really do this? I'm not gonna sacrifice all of them if I can avoid it. Yeah.
Across the bridge, the Mongol soldiers found themselves heavily outnumbered and beat a hasty retreat away from the ambush.
Well, I knew that was gonna happen.
This was not the first time Batu had been outnumbered. Drawing on past victories, he began to stage a coordinated attack. Arriving at the battle site, General Subutai quickly assessed the situation.
I'm gonna put the coral tank there. Victor, he's gonna go here. Alright. Well, we have 11 minutes until he decides to be stupid. And I don't mean fucking stupid. Alright, so I'll use them to do some hunting. We're gonna need a bunch of things. Yes, multiple town centers because we need the resources. Alright. Do we have full upgrades for you guys? No, we don't even have that. Alright, get all these upgrades. We can't actually get to the Imperial Age yet. It's gonna be a bit frustrating. Now the problem, alright. Now I need some wood, so I'm gonna collect that for a bit. And it's still the same thing. Alright, let's get those. Gonna get some don't have a lot of time in the world though. Alright, let me buy some wood. And then get some more stables.
While Subutai rushed to ready his army, Batu was poised to make another attempt at taking the bridge.
Batu is being an idiot. You're gonna lose a lot of men trying to take that damn bridge.
The Mongols discovered a potential alternative river crossing, a broken bridge.
So historically what happened, from what I know at the very least, is that Batu tried to take the bridge, but he failed miserably. I think eventually they did win this battle, to be clear on this, but there was a heavy price associated with it, and Batu, I think, credibility was heavily damaged by that, which is a pretty big deal. Get some more wood. I'm gonna need some siege. Produce list of these, but can some mangonels.
The Mongols approached the Sayo River and discovered a shallow crossing.
Oh, crossing or bridge? Let's go with the bridge. Alright, we're gonna get the boar. Alright, we got 2 minutes. So my guys over here should be hopefully able. Alright. Well, the good news is there's a stone pile there. See if I need another gur. The bad news, well, is I don't see any gold. I'm gonna try and scout around and see if I can find any, but I'm not particularly hopeful. I want to get...
Batu Khan saw his opportunity and pushed across the bridge to meet the Hungarians head-on.
Keep in mind, that's the easy part of the battle.
The Mongols took the bridge and held the open space, forcing the Hungarians into the trees and splitting them into several groups. Now the Mongols could drive the Hungarians back to their camp. One small space with nowhere to run. With the Hungarians pinned down, the Mongols closed in to destroy the last of their army.
Alright, let's keep pushing. but they really don't need any kind of attack upgrade at this point. They're falling back.
The Mongols laid waste to the Hungarian fort, sending their king and the last of his army fleeing for their lives. Once again, Batu Khan and General Subutai had outwitted and utterly destroyed their European enemies, striking terror into the heart of the West.
This was a bloodbath, actually, on both sides. This is when the Mongols started losing steam. They still won, don't get me wrong, they devastated Hungary, but all the same. General Subutai. During Genghis Khan's early reign, he appointed a young boy as loyal door guard, seeing potential in his dedication. The boy remained at the Khan side and grew up learning his strategy. He would rise to become one of Genghis Khan's dogs of war, an elite group of his most accomplished generals. His name was Subutai. War after war, Subutai demonstrated his shrewd ability to judge an enemy's weakness and exploit it. His unconventional methods led the Mongols to easy victories across Asia and into Europe. He used spies, smokescreen, and feigned retreats to confuse and exhaust his enemies. He coordinated sudden, multi-pronged assaults across vast distances with devastating results. Subutai remains a legendary figure for both his brutality and his cunning. Indeed.
The Mongols used all manner of ingenious machines, from trebuchets to giant crossbows. They were masters of siege warfare and recruited Chinese military engineers to build their devices. In this copy of an 11th century Chinese manual, Justin Ma has discovered an unusual weapon.
This is a triple crossbow, a large triple crossbow in an arrangement where we have two bows in front, and here's the weird thing. You've got one bow in the back, facing backwards. There is a term in this passage which says that the bows are joined using a shengzhou, or a rope and axle, a pulley.
Okay, yeah.
A pulley is the key, and that's the absolute essential ingredient in this contraption to make it work.
The front bows are joined by two simple cords. However, the rear bow is set facing backwards. The front two bows are strung and set to face forwards. The rear bow is then connected to the front bows by a single cord, running through two pulleys. This pulley system allows all three bows to thrust a projectile in the same direction.
Now these pulleys make sense. Sort of spanning around here, reversing the direction.
A winding mechanism, called a windlass, draws the string into place.
You can see that tension as it's pulling that last bow in reverse.
A crucial part of the design is the backwards-facing bow. This unique feature gives the machine a huge draw, making it capable of shooting massive darts.
There's a lot of tension in there.
The projectile strikes with impressive force.
Golly. Well, it's gone through three.
Piercing 3 boards on the first attempt, the team decides to increase the challenge.
Let's do it. Quite exciting. Let's see if it really can punch a hole through that 4th one. It went all through 3 of them, and it punched a slight hole on the side of the 4th.
In battle, such weapons might be used to penetrate shields, but this heavy oak barrel poses an even greater challenge.
Aha, we got the hole. Look at it. A lot of leaking out. I didn't think we're gonna be able to punch this. I mean, it's just incredible.
This is impressive. I mean, this took a lot of force, too.
Look at the thickness of it. And this is some hard wood. I mean, this is not just some particle board here. Okay? I mean, this is incredible.
Embracing the knowledge and skills of the people they conquered enabled the Mongols to win wars and control vast territories. This was key to the creation of one of the world's largest empires.
The Mongols decimated the Hungarian army and sent their king fleeing for his capital. He would carry word of Batu Khan's ferocious warriors into Europe with him. Let's see what mission is next before I actually click that continue button. Very curious. Fortress, the Song Fortress. Well, we're going back to China, boys and girls. 1267. Kublai Khan set his sights on the throne of China, but in his way stood an impregnable fortress and its unyielding garrison. We'll see how unyielding they are once they've dealt with the might of the Mongol Empire. How many civilizations are in this one ice diamond? 8. One of which is pretty awful. The Delhi Sultanate is not good. But there's at least attempts at being unique in this game with each civilization, so it's not like it's not like in H2 where it's just for a lot of civilizations it might just feel like a coat of paint, really. Here it's not just a coat of paint, here it's a bit more. Anyway, let's see. I actually have a couple of things I need to check before I continue. So let's start this mission.
After a stunning victory over the Hungarian king at the Battle of Mohi, the Mongols seemed unstoppable. But a year later, the great Khan Ogedei died. The Mongols pulled out of Europe and returned home. Over the next 20 years, 2 more great Khans ascended to the throne. Their conquests continued to expand the empire in the east. Then in 1260, the grandson of Genghis became the next great Khan. His name was Kublai Khan. He would rock the foundations of one of the medieval world's most advanced civilizations, China.
Alright, domination, trebuchets. Xiangdu, Inner Mongolia.
This is Xiangdu. Remembered today as Xanadu, it was once Kublai Khan's great northern capital. From here, he jealously eyed the wealth of southern China's Song dynasty. He wanted to take it and become emperor of all China. The Song dynasty had ruled over southern China for more than 300 years. And the country was prosperous and well-governed. Kublai Khan knew that the key to victory was capturing a strategic city lying far to the south of Xiangdu. It was called Xiangyang. Xiangyang was the gateway to the south and the heart of the Song dynasty's power. Controlling the Han River, a critical access route to cities further along the Yangtze. Capturing Xiangyang was Kublai Khan's only hope of becoming emperor of all China. The Mongol horde had to take the city at all costs.
1267. Eager in his quest to become Emperor of China, Kublai Khan sent his army to seize the richest cities of the Song dynasty. Sitting either side of the Han River, the twin fortresses of Xiangyang and Fancheng braced for a direct assault. Oh, 2 fortresses. Gonna be a brutal one. Gonna be a pretty brutal one. I hope that I finally get access to my siege equipment, because guess what? The Mongols were expert at sieging enemy cities. They learned that by conquering China. Consider the fact that conquering China is something very few people have managed to do. In fact, the Mongols are probably the only ones that have done it as far as I'm aware. The Japanese tried, they lost.
Kublai Khan, not content with rule over his own lands, coveted the riches of the Song dynasty to the south. He ordered his army to the twin cities of Fancheng and Xiangyang, confident in his tried and tested tactics.
Alright.
Although Kublai's ultimate target was the fortress of Xiangyang, the Mongols would first have to control its sister city of Fancheng.
Those are... Those are palace guards. They're actually, we got early lancers, interestingly enough. What is that? Interesting. I don't know what I'm in for here. Hold on. Alright, some farms here. A market. Okay. We're gonna need to attack that seven. Oh, wow. Getting it stone. Nice. That's really nice. I'm gonna burn down all the walls here, by the way, because that's gonna give me a lot of resources.
The Mongols cleared the bridge of its guards and continued their advance on Fancheng.
Okay, so destroying walls does not grant you resources. You actually need to get buildings properly. That's fine. There's some resources there. Born yesterday. Big map. What are you fucking idiots doing? Alright, keep moving along. Lost too many menaces. If we fight everyone along the way, we're not gonna have enough troops to actually take the city, I think.
The Mongols spotted a fortified Song camp, blocking the road to the twin cities. Seeing an opportunity to overwhelm the enemy camp, the Mongols called in their reinforcements. Together, the two detachments would strike the camp from both sides, pincering the Song.
I'm annoyed by all those archers that keep winning lately. That's a lot of resources to gain.
With the Song camp destroyed, the Mongols set in motion their plan to seize the twin cities. First, they would meet with an allied force at the gates of Fancheng. This assault force would attack the gates of Fancheng, while the Mongol vanguard would defend the siege weapons firing upon the cities.
Well, My lancers were decimated, but my Angadi are still alive, so we'll take it. I know.
The Mongols met with the Allied assault force at the gates of Fancheng. As the Allied force charged the gates, the Mongol vanguard moved to defend the siege weapons from Song attacks. As the Mongols approached, the Song burned the bridge to Xiangyang, preventing a direct assault on the fortress. The assault on Fancheng was met with a barrage of gunfire, forcing the Allied army to retreat.
Alright, so what do we do now then?
With the gates still unbroken and under guard, the Mongols switched strategies and called on a large group of reinforcements to bring in their mobile camp. The Mongols would besiege the mighty twin cities.
Well,
The Mongols rallied a force on the bridgehead. The Mongol strategy was to hold the city's bridges so that no Song forces could escape and no reinforcements could enter.
Натур ажил өгнө. Яв болт зэргүүд байлтай өдөр. Хашуур даадаг. Атгал ариун хумардад явсгай. Ураг шар өдөр тушаалыг гүмдүүгүү дагсуу. Тушаалыг дагсуу. Ой тасдаг үс. Удар. Ходод ичээс. Айс бэкти хүлээвгүй. Явсуу. Ордох цаг боллоо. Ариун хумардад явсгай. Ошаадыг дагсуу. RhadigarTV ам хурдаараа хатгал тул бэлэн. RhadigarTV яв. Бац адугаа чагсаа дамхаг хой.
Okay, so there's some chests. I'm gonna need a lot of troops on multiple sides to really make this work. I'm gonna actually have to pull back some units here. How do I get there?
Юун хүсмөө. Өгдөд баатад над дугаа хамт явсуу. Сост надад бэлэн. Шин бай юу бэлэн. Сост худана бэлэн.
Okay, we're gonna need a lot of units there. Another attack wave incoming. All right. All right, I'm gonna leave them there. Not sure what's with these guys. They seem to be patrolling all over the place. What the? That's fun.
Securing the second bridgehead, the Mongols were one step closer to blocking off all the escape routes.
Alright, so I need 55 units. Alright, I need 2 more. I'm gonna send a couple more than this. Let's say these fellows. So I only need 5 units more there. We got more, way more than 5. Oh, okay. So well, I'm gonna need to
The Mongols took up position on the last bridgehead. Seeing that the Mongols were attempting to block the city's escape routes, the Song began planning a counterattack.
damn it. I messed myself up.
The Song launched their counterattack on the Mongols holding the bridgeheads. The Mongols had to hold the 3 bridgeheads against the Song attacks.
Stay.
All right, hold the bridgeheads. Alright, so we need to hold these bridges. Well, damn. Oh, shit. Damn it all. All right, we did it. We are besieging the settlements. Victory.
Desperate to stop an all-out Mongol assault on their walls, the Song destroyed the remaining bridges to the Twin Cities. Unable to advance, the fortress of Xiangyang remained locked to the Mongols. But with a siege established, the Khan's cause was not yet lost.
Okay. Alright, so we besieged that. Could have handled that, I suppose, a lot better, but... Queens of the Empire. The pre-Empire life of Mongol women was one of constant peril, where prominent wives were prized to be won or stolen. But when Genghis Khan united the Mongol nation, he transformed the position of women positions to equals, a reflection of his belief in the spiritual balance between male and female. His wives and daughters would rule the conquered territories as queens, while their husbands and sons went away on campaign. Soon, almost the entire empire was ruled by Mongol queens. However, after Genghis Khan's death, it would be his own sons that would cause this delicate balance to topple. The position of women once again became uncertain as they were forced from power, violated, murdered, and chased into hiding. And so the Khanates descended into rivalry. Well, that was fun. Not sure I like that mission, to be quite blunt with you guys. But, hey. The song unwavering dedication, if you will. Yeah, we'll starve ourselves to death, boys and girls, to win. Well, you do what you have to do to win a war.
The Twin Cities did not yield. The Mongols would need a new tactic to breach the Great Song Fortress. Rather than another costly head-on assault, they planned to cut off the cities by blocking the critical supply route at Lumanshan.
Blockade at Lumanshan. Oh, are we gonna get the navy? Maybe. I don't know. Doubt it. Kublai Khan enlisted the expertise of the Chinese defector General Xiangyang. The Mongols would employ his insights to undermine the strength of the Twin Cities. Now, what was frustrating about the previous mission is the fact that you had to cover so much territory with that siege. So actually moving force around, which is frustrating.
The Song defector, General Liu Zheng, advised Kublai Khan that the best strategy to take Xiangyang was to construct a blockade, completely cutting it off. Liu Zheng led the Mongol army to the trade route at Lumanshan and set his plan in motion.
Hey.
The general's plan depended on recruiting local workers who could build defenses. The first step was to eliminate the Song garrison near the village of Lumin.
Right, this is a pretty powerful army. So we have a friendly town. That's a vast quantity of knights.
The Mongol army tore through the Song garrison, and with these guardians removed, the people of Lumen gave their support to Lu Zheng and Kublai Khan. Controlling Lumen allowed Lu Zheng to employ Chinese tactics and equipment, including the construction of stone walls. He ordered the people to build walls to block the roads north, cutting off Xiangyang from the rest of the Song.
您需要我做神魔，我会确保它变得很好。
我知道自己在干嘛。
All right. So,
The people of Lumen reported that the village of Bohiko, located to the west, would also welcome Lu Zheng's arrival. If the general could get forces to Bohiko, it would add both an economic and military boost to his blockade.
doesn't sound too bad. Bohiko not only welcomed Lu Zheng's men, but members of the local militia even defected to the Mongol cause.
准备接受我依照您的指挥移动。
I'm gonna leave some men here.
是，我依照您的意愿，就是我的指令。一座需要建造的岩。听好了，照你要求。准备接受建造的工作，完毕。一座需要建造的建筑。
Oh shit.
Stout walls now blocked off the first of the major routes to Xiangyang.
一高超，不容安歇。我这就变。他们欺负了我们。技艺高超，不容安歇。
下个工作。 你需要我做什么？第一刀奉命转移方向。矿物，
Oh, that's
我马上
really
就来。
unfortunate.
是，我明白我的命令。那边。
您准备接受下个工作。
是，我已。
村民前往目的地。村民。 是，我会奉命去做。我这就变。
需要我听到了，正在移动。我准备接受下个工作。
村我们出发，村民。
你做好提醒准备。
给这就去做。我听从我的命令。遭到攻击，确保他。
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm gonna need to split my army into two to really hold this in. Defending both these villages is actually gonna be a bit complicated because the attacks aren't a joke. So I'll need a strong economy. I'll need a lot of villagers, all that kind of stuff.
您需要我做什么？
你需要我做什么？
你想让我去哪里？技艺高超，不容安歇。我会奉命去做。我这就建好这座建筑。是，我已准听到了，正在移动。一座需要建造的建筑。遭到攻击。
准备接受下个工作。是，我已准备听从指令。技艺高超，不容安歇。 技艺高超，你需要我做什么？高超，你需要我做什么？
是，我已准备听从指令。
是，我已准备听从指令。是，奉命转移方向。我会确保它建得很好。
是，我已准备。我依照您的指挥移动。
Liu Zheng's vision was complete. The Mongols' great blockade now cut off the Song cities. However, the Song commanders would not leave Xiangyang to stand alone and sent forces to break through the Mongol barrier. Stout walls now blocked off the first of the major routes to Xiangyang.
很好地完成了一个。
是，我会听从您的命令。准备接受下个工作。
准备接受下个工作。是，我已准备听从指令。
您需要我做神魔？您需要我做神魔？是，正在摆步移动，一座需要电子
技艺高超，不容安偏。
点火电吗？这是点电吗？
哪里放箭？一桨射水。是，我已准备听从指令。
我该狩猎谁？
是，我已准备听从指令。是，我已准备奉命转移方向。我会各体高您的意愿，就是我的指令。
Right.
已完成了一个工作。
我心急的说，我渴望行动。 士兵们不凡，领军好过阵仗。
技艺高超，不容安偏。
王大人，加他们。I need to shut the door. 我下令当头。我的毛，这是你的毛。
准备接受下个工作。
Well, that's bad enough. So I need to take my time in order to really win this. I'll just bear back 2 minutes. But I'll need time to build up defenses in both sides, maybe some keeps on both sides to be able to deal with the waves of attacks that are going to be hitting my way.
아르와치다. 이륙이 건 소마술.
为你团队前进，侦察兵。提醒你之后，保持底级坐好。
그쵸? 어이, 우리 태우고 싶어. 일주대, 일주대. 어떻게?
我做什么？我会确保它建得很好。
技艺高强，不容安歇。
Alright, so I'm gonna need that granary. I'm gonna need.
方向指令，我这就建好这座建筑。技艺高超，不容安歇。
I need a lot of
村
things.
我会听从您的命令。
安静性命这就去做。
安歇。技艺高，我会奉命去做。
My guys, there they are.
大家听好，我们要出发，不要胡闹了。村民，干活！你需要我做什么？是，我已准备。
侦察兵，请准备。已做好，提醒准备。
大家听好，命令即将下达。
技艺高超，您需要我做什么？我们村民。
Oh, that's gonna be a bit frustrating.
我们正在等待指令，村民。一座需要电子。
您有何命令？
They are elite horsemen, and they are probably better than
我
mine.
已准备听从指令。
By the way,
你需要我做，集中注意力，命令即将下达。
I need time. What are you idiots doing? What the hell there?
集中注意力，命令即将下达。是，我已准备。
准备接受下个工作。
这是你的吗？
乐意质疑。
Oh, more attacks.
我已准备听从
给我
指令。
指出一个目
技
标。
艺高超，不容安歇。
准备接受下个工作。
是，我已准备。是，我已准备听。
技艺高超，不，您需要我做神魔？
你需要我做什么？
I'm gonna
这
get
就建好这座建筑。
是，
a
我已准备
university as
听
well.
从指令。
技艺高超，听到了，正在移动。技艺高超，不容安歇。
乐意制敌。
一座技艺高超，不容安歇。是，我已准备。
您需要我做神魔？是，我已准备听从指令。我这就建好这座建筑。
很好地完成了一个工作。
大家听好，我们要
准备接受下达。
大家听好，命令即将下达。
大家听好，命令即将下达。
爆了！
我先集中注意力，命令即将下达。他们逼住了我们！你要我做什么？是，奉命转移方向。我会
Stout walls now blocked off the first of the major routes to Xiangyang.
我知道自己在干。
是，我已准备听从指令，准备接受下个工作。
我已准备。当他不容这就去做。
진두득소 벌단 악등으로사 벌든 안부심 자울라원소 고구르타와 해도 산천을 샤스에서 연몰 어이구만 우르타우 두dum
Alright, that should.
村民该去干活了。
准备接受下个工作。
是，我一个这就此准备接受下第一高，你需要我做什么就是我的指令。
第一高超，不由安歇。是，我已准。
是，我已准备听从指令。
我知道。
是，我已准备听从指令。我这就变好，这就变足。
第一高超，不由安歇。
长毛兵和你们人出的人。
技艺高超，不容安贴。技艺高超，不容安贴。
您的意志将指引我的脚步。
准备接受下课工作，已做需要的事。我已准备听从指令。是，我已准备听从指令。是，我已准备听从指令。你需要我做什么？我依照您的指挥移动。技艺高超，不容安备接受下课工作。
已做好，敌军准备。
做好队形，长毛兵该出发了。
我的双脚走在美德之路上，我渴望。
是，我已准备听从。
是，我已准备听从指令。
是，我已准备听从指令。
是，我已准备高超。
需要我做什么？
我的马即是你的马。你安排的要说说慢点。
准备接受下课工作。
大家听好，我们要收到命令了。
是，我明白我的命令。
大家听好，命令即将下达。我这头发的头决定。受到攻击。取开我的关照吧。是。我渴望行动，也为你们亲自演出，请享受，不要进班位。
技艺高超，不容安全。
让我唱首歌。集中 中注意力，命令即将下达。
万代将领服从，是我的荣誉。
技艺高超，
大家听好，我们要收。
大家听。
我会奉命去做，准备接受下个工作。集中注意力，命令即将下达。
逼着了我们。
一座需要建造的业。
我在等待之力。
你需要我做什么？准备接受下个工作。最后的休息。
Okay. So I'm sending my guys to get some gold over there. There's also a pile of stone that I can potentially use.
大家听好，我会听从您的命令，我会确保它变得很好。
大家听好，命令即将下达。
Hopefully, this will work. Now, with all that in mind, let's blockade the wall. I'm also gonna start getting some siege workshops.
大家听好，命令即将下达。
技艺高超，不容安天。一座需要建造的建筑。
技艺高超，不容安歇。是，我已准备听从指令。您需要我做神魔？您需要我做神魔？我知道自己在干嘛。
哎，我可以站着吧？ 我会执行任何任务。
你正在迈步移动。
喂，兄弟，听好了，是我，欢迎你们加入，兄弟们。他们在上面。
是我明驳我的命令。
记忆，我依照您的指挥移动，这就去做。是，我依着正在迈步移动，我会确保它。
来了，安静，命令来了。
我们受到了敌人的攻击！我在听救火指令。
侦察兵，
他们的电防不烂，该捅的。
集中注意力，命令即将下达。
因为命令和勇将准备就绪。看我给战斗我！
您的意愿就是我的指令。 我这就建好这座殿。
士兵，我们的命令来了。
最先是铁林指挥。
技艺高超，不可言。准备接受，我依照您的指挥移动。
T， 我会奉命去做。我这就建好这座建筑。
T， 我会听从您的命令。我会确保它变得很好。我们的命令来了。
我会执行任何任务。
我知道，这是你的吗？
敌帅要rom日前进，为国谋。
我该做什么，金大梁？
Liu Zheng's vision was complete. The Mongols' great blockade now cut off the Song cities. However, the Song commanders would not leave Xiangyang to stand alone and sent forces to break through the Mongol barrier.
All right, so they're gonna try and break through.
是，我已准备奉命转移
Can't
方
allow
准
that
备
to
间
happen.，
我依照您的指挥移动。村民就绪，等待工作中。开明，走起！
是，我已准，这就去做。不采集到，我会奉命去做。
Let's
大
build
家
the
听好，
keep.
命令即将下达。
兄弟，我们
你想射谁？
君的名义前进。领虽，我们跟上工程器，兄弟们。是，我依照您的指挥移动，我会确保它变得。
我们给出点全体军官，今日当前前进入，来，打
不完也。
修正命令。
All right. That's one attack wave, I guess.
安排一头全体任务。
给我指出。
Where?
集中注意力，命令集有目的地了，我们走。
帮帮我！
出发，不要胡闹。好，大家出发。
我们收到了攻击令。
大家出发，不要胡闹了。是，我已准备听从指令。
我该狩猎谁？起来，谁来谁上？长毛兵，动起来！
其中您的意愿就是。
我们好，大家
正在攻击我们。
Come on, let me save.
公推您的命令。
你需要我做什么？
按照指令行动。对您的火箭车有何指差遣？
准备接受下个工作。
是，我会听从您的命令。准备接受，听到了。您需要我奉命。
集中注意力。
第一个。
大家，我会听从您的命令。大家，我明白我的。
大家
有目的地了，我们走。一座需要建造的坚谷。
我保证完成指令。给我指出一个目标。战马，遵从您的命令。好的。我遵听您的命令。我会提了一个小毛兵，工程马上就去。 有目的地了，我们走。一座需要。
It's over. We've done it. Against Solo's assaults. Masterpiece is really powerful.
The Mongols maintained control of the Song trade route at Lumanshan, cutting off Xiangyang from the south. Thanks to the insights of General Liu Zheng, Kublai Khan's plan to weaken the Great Song fortress was working.
Probably should have waited until I had stronger control over that first settlement before splitting my army, or if I was splitting my army, do it in a better way, not just send the entire army to that village. But yeah, like in this, you really need to use artillery to win. That's the beast, really powerful. In 1227, Genghis Khan had died, attempting to maintain control over the most critical trade route in the known world, the Silk Road. A vast route connecting China to the Mediterranean, whoever controlled the Silk Road had power over the world's economy. Exotic fabrics, metals, medicines, and animal products flowed east and west, as did the traditions and expertise of the peoples under the empire. Civilizations mingled and prospered. At the height of the Mongol power, the Silk Road became an information highway. Its rapid postal system delivered messages and military intelligence across the continent. But as the empire began to fracture, so too did its control over the Silk Road. This vital corridor would continue to be contested for a generation to come.
Heavy cavalry was an integral part of the Mongol army. By definition, they were fully armored. Heavy cavalrymen were troops who went into the thick of the fighting.
Mongol heavy cavalry had steel helmets, but they also had this very distinctive form of armor here, known as lamina, made of steel, rawhide, and even leather. Now, in this example, you can see how the individual scales have been laced together, often with doe skin. Rows of lamellae, which in turn was then sewn into fabric or leather backing. Lamina armor is wonderfully robust. It's flexible, relatively lightweight, and easy to repair.
The Mongol heavy cavalryman, in his characteristic lamellar armor, was the hammer in the Mongol war machine.
All Mongols, both heavy and light cavalry, were capable horse archers. However, for the heavy cavalry, shock troops that rode into and smashed the enemy, the bow was of secondary importance. Their principal weapon of first contact was the lance.
Using the momentum of the horse, the lance was mostly used point first, to strike and pierce a foe. It could be used with great precision. Strikes with the point were effective, but the Mongol lance had an additional feature.
Not only did you have the spearhead for running into and through the enemy, but you also had this hook to haul them from the saddle.
It took considerable strength to pull a man from his horse. And doing so took him out of the fighting just as successfully as a head-on strike.
In hand-to-hand combat, the Mongols used the sword to slice their way to victory. But they also had this, the great mace, which they used with two hands.
Mongol armies were famous for their ability to move fast and strike with surprise. But their heavy cavalry was a brutal shock force that could overwhelm and crush an enemy with raw power.
Well, okay. So, that's another great victory. So, we're down to the last mission. Why not? The finale, if you will, for the Mongol Empire. And a long road. The mighty stone walls of Xiangyang met the immense power of the great trebuchet in the final stand of the Song Fortress, the fall of Xiangyang, 1273.
Crippled by the loss of their supply route, the twin cities of Xiangyang and Fancheng were ready to fall. The Mongols' new long-range trebuchets would test the mighty walls of the Song Fortress, and Kublai Khan would not stop the bombardment until he sat on the throne of all China.
Kublai Khan's siege engineer, Ismail, brought with him a devastating new trebuchet. With this mighty weapon, he could strike at the fortress with a force like no other. So, are we gonna get the counterweight trebuchet? because the Mongols don't have the counterweight trebuchet. Their siege isn't necessarily the strongest portion of their military. Well, not all of their siege at any rate. Some of it is pretty solid. The Mongols are more of a flexible, mobile force. We'll see what we get anyway.
After years of resisting Kublai Khan's siege, Fancheng and Xiangyang still refused to submit to Mongol rule. To take the cities, Kublai Khan would harness the full power of his empire by enlisting an ally from the Ilkhanate of Persia. Ismail, a siege expert, would lead the Mongol army in the construction of the Huai-Huai Pao, an immensely powerful counterweight trebuchet. This new trebuchet, once constructed, could hurl boulders greater in size than any weapon before it. During the years-long siege, Kublai Khan had established lucrative trade routes with Chinese market towns who swore loyalty to him. Although these trade partners were vulnerable to Song attacks, they could deliver valuable resources to fund Ismail's efforts.
All right. So I am going to get Gur. Actually, yeah, let's just get Gur. And start getting some. Okay. Right, so what I want, well, there's a bunch of things that I do want. But one of the things I do want is silk bowstrings. Alright, we need... Let's start getting some upgrades. Alright, we're gonna need... Oh, they're attacking. Alright, we're gonna need 1,000 stone for that one. So there's no actually there is.
좋다. 근데 아주 대륙 보이. 이 텐트 барьж өгсөн.
有敌人，早到出击！
안 빠진 없어.
我该做什么？
남이가 하시오스허브.
샤프게 위 내주대.
Alright, we're gonna fall back here.
맞다 보스. 좋다. 근데 아주 대륙 보이. 사드 그지 마. 어떻게 왔어? 이동해. 아주 더 자고 봤다.
Right, and they should be able to hold the line for quite a bit over there. Right, we're gonna buy some wood. What's that damnable villager? There we go.
좋다. 근데 아주 대륙 보이. 자, 이 우닉 샤도큰 희수. 어서 우닉 발소. 내주대. 어떻게 잡지 보이. 샤프게
Alright, they can defend themselves for a while now anyway.
아주 더 자고 봤다.
Well, regardless, we're gonna get start getting upgrades.
나도 알지도 You hit its stick boy.
도시아도 보스 테니 도시아가 왔어. 유희지 보이. 어떤 우닉 발 소가라 안 하르테 뱀.
아, 용 도시 어도르타와 아주 더 자고 봤다. You hit its stick boy. 어떻게 자고 봤다.
아직 цаг 봤어.
나도 알지도
侦察兵这就骑马前进。是的。
Okay. Oh, damn.
上服从是我的职责。
What the hell? Those towers are something else.
소스보다나 매진.
侦察，让我们一起移动。侦察兵，为您的侦察兵集合，正在小跑。我当然会照做。我们的命令要来留。
미쳤어. 무슨 일이야? 주지 말고. 아직도 호야 매진 좋다. 비티시야 뭐?
아직 소야 빌리.
아, 용 도시락에 구스몰. 자, 어떻게 걸어왔다. 오르테 오르테.
잘 맞습니다.
Okay. That was actually a crash. The first crash I have actually suffered in trying to play the campaign. I'm just gonna restart. Hopefully the save isn't corrupted, because I would hate to actually have to start all over again. Let's see if I can actually start the game again. There we go. It's going. Alright, so we got a special kind of trebuchet. I think it was the combination of the save at that particular moment along with the new objectives and the trebuchet becoming active. How do I load? Oh, there we go. Let's see if this works. So with him I can construct counterweight trebuchets as well, not just one single overpowered, sure, trebuchet, but still only one. 1,000 stone for that one. So I'm just gonna get some counterweight trebuchets. We'll see where this leads me to. They do have a lot of guns on those walls, so that makes it difficult, really. Well, that's fun. So the save, I actually realized this. Yeah. So the save I had didn't, unfortunately did not.
Crippled by the loss of their supply route.
The progress didn't get saved. Lovely. Okay, so I'll just do what I did before. Get a bunch of villagers, get a bunch of traders, all that kind of stuff, right? And start really construction of a powerful economy. Then, just before I start constructing that bloody trebuchet, I am going to save. Maybe I should construct it in a different position, but then I need to get all my unit production there as well. Pretty annoying. Well, I'll decide once I start the mission.
Ismail, a siege expert, would lead the Mongol army in the construction of the Huai-Huai Pao, an immensely powerful counterweight trebuchet. This new trebuchet, once constructed, could hurl boulders greater in size than any weapon before it.
Okay, so there doesn't seem like
During the years-long siege, Kublai Khan had established lucrative trade routes with Chinese market towns who swore loyalty to him. Although these trade partners were vulnerable to Song attacks, they could deliver valuable resources to fund Ismail's efforts.
Элчүүд хичээс. Элчүүд өдөр. Би амбайдаг явах. Цус тулаанаа би. Тушаасан ясаар яммой.
Alright, so I'm gonna buy.
Юу хийж байна? Хинд ажил хийх вэ? Одоо
Шаад болгох чи юу хүс? Та цаг өдөр хүсдэг. Бүгд сан танд хүчнэгш тавьсуу. Юу ажил хөө яа бэ?
уран барьсан байм уу?
Get better sheep.
Зүйтэй энд ажил хийдий тийш явмуу.
我们前进的目标，请听我指令，整体划一的移动。
Alright, I'm gonna need multiple upgrades. Gonna need, well, with upgrades and inhibitor.
Надуур ажил өгнө үү за.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Та юу туш гөлөхийг тушаалаа. Хүчин зүтгэсэн шавар тавьмуу. Өөртөө
Let's get the sheep up and running.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Очиж байна уу? Барьж дуусчихгүй. Сайхан харагдсан уу? Танд хүчөө шавар тавьмуу. Юу хийдэ? Энд ажил хийх буй.
Ажил хуяа би.
Түүний бодлого барай дуусгасан. Хийж их чармайсан да.
All right.
Зүйтэй энд ажил хэрэгтэй буй. Одоо үүнийг барьсан. Ажил буй яа.
Надуур ажил өгнө үү за.
Ажиллах цаг
真，我听到了，请
Ажиллах
你
цаг
指令。
боллоо.
Тугаар ан хөдөл туулах зам тур. Би түүнийг удалгүй байна. Уулгууртаа байна уу? Сайн тушаасан ясаар.
Надуур ажил өгнө үү за. Намайг хааш явуулах. Би тэнд барьж өгсөн. Юу хийж эцлэх вэ?
Хүчин зүтгэж чэнэгч тавьсан.
Зүйтэй. Хинд ажил хэрэгтэй вэ?
Хүчин шавар юу хийж эцлэх буй.
Би их чармаасан.
Би танд байна.
Энэ барилга олон
Зүйтэй энд ажил хэрэгтэй буй. Одоо үүнийг барьсан.
уран барьсан байм уу?
Лорем барьсан байм уу?
Уугадаа ажилдаа биднэ. Уугадаа хөдлөхгүй.
Юу хийж эцлэх буй.
Би түүнийг ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Юу хийж эцлэх би тушаалаар болсон.
All right, we're gonna need bolt gatherers.
Ажиллах
Yeah,
цаг
these two
цаг
upgrades.
боллоо.
Намайг хааш явуулах вэ?
Зүйтэй энд ажил хэрэгтэй буй.
Энэ барилга олон зооныг хилээхгүй.
Юу хийж эцлэх буй?
Ажил хуяа би. Уугадаа тушаан нэртэл бэлд.
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй. Би замдаа явж байна. Тушаалаар явсан.
Намайг хаш хөдөх цаг боллоо.
Оо, таны хүсдэг ёсчлон би үзсэн.
Дугаар антар бүгд сонс. Миний чадахгүй онборлох бүдэг. Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй.
Тушаал болгох цаг болвол.
我当然会照做。
Энд ажил хэрэгтэй.
Энэ барилга олон зууныг идэх буй ажил буй яа би. Юу хийж эцлэх буй.
Цугаар ханаас.
我们的命令要来留。
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй.
Юу хийж эцлэхгүй.
回到不准退缩。新右战，新天命。苗庭军，是这就去做。
Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
다 용토 야거스틴 도토 옥샤. Хэний харахгүй шин бай юу? Надад яавэдчихээ. Чи они душадар явсан. Ацхан чандгаа босгошоо тахуя бэдэм.
With the counterweight trebuchet constructed, the Mongols could mount their assault on the twin cities. As Ismail's trebuchet had a far greater range than those of the Song defenders, the Mongols could attack from a safe distance.
侦察兵已准备好，提醒你随后保持紧凑。侦察兵。
Drawn to the bombardment from the trebuchet, the Song soldiers left gaps elsewhere in their defense, which the Mongols could exploit.
安静行军，不要少花招了。
Ah, I see.
正在抵御敌人的进攻。
Well, we are going to... Oh, we have a mosque over here. Okay.
유희지 бүгд сонс. За, хөдөд. Туулах зам урт.
Alright, Ismail. Well, wait.
Цугаараа анхааралтай байна. Бүгд хөдлөх цаг бол.
With Fancheng cracked open and the city under active bombardment, the Mongols could now rebuild the bridges that the Song had burned 6 years earlier.
Oh shit. The crazy part is that they actually stack well together. Damn.
Намайг эргүүлбэл араас тань. Ань хүчөө тэр гэрэгдээ. Нөө цус тулаад тушаалыг бүгд биелүүлмөө. Бүгдийг бэлтгэхгүй. Тэднийг тараасуу. Тийм үү. Тушаалыг хүчээр борлуулсан мөр тушаалаар бодсон. Ой, эрчүүдэ. Эрчүүдэ. Тушаалыг дагахуя бэлэн. Тушаалыг дагсуу. За. Хорооч мүй. Ану зэдүгээ юу хийхээ мэдмүү. За, би үүнийг барьсан. За. Тушаалаар болсуу. Бомбогдмүй. Ажил дууссан. Өсөлтийн хороо бэлэн. Аммундраагүй. Тушаалыг борлуулсан. Тушаалаар явуулын уу? Минут. Чимээ тамаа жиргэг явцгаа. Тушаалын дугаа авахгүй.
Well.
Эрчүүд анхаад авахгүй байна уу? Тушаалыг хөдөл. Энэ тушаалыг одоо туваараа яв. Хороо тушаал авахуя бэлэн. Тушаалыг авахуя бэлэн. Хороо байхгүй бэлэн. Хогаар бэлэн байхгүй. Хөдөлгөөг тушаалаа. Өсөлтийн хороо тушаал хүлээгүй. Анта тушаал. Тушаалыг зүгээр харвастаа. Өдөргөцгий. Тушаал. Тушаал. Топл.
Song forces destroyed one of the market towns trading with Kublai Khan's army. Only one trade route remained open to the Mongols.
Alright, I'm gonna get more upgrades.
Жиргэлэн явмуу. Тушаал ирчүүгээ.
Хагнаа. Таны хэрэгтэй тушаал ирж байв. Хотодтааны зам гамтаа.
Well, that's rather unfortunate.
The song
situation.
burned the second market, cutting off all trade supplying the Mongols. With the bridge rebuilt, the doors to Fancheng were wide open.
So'dana bilin. Away. Musti koşadar olsun. Koşadar olsun.
The Mongols swept into Fancheng, striking down any song warriors in their path.
Alright, that's gonna be Fancheng.
After years of holding out against the Mongols, the first of the twin cities finally fell to Kublai Khan's army. All that now stood between Kublai Khan and the throne of China was the final stronghold of the Song, the city of Xiangyang. Using the immense range of the Great Trebuchet, Ismail aimed to lay waste to Xiangyang's great keep. Ismail's counterweight trebuchet proved its might, shaking the earth and shattering the spirits of the Song. The great keep of Xiangyang had fallen. With Xiangyang's gate undefended, the Mongols could now repair the connecting bridge to the Song stronghold.
Alright, so the bridge is send some units.
With the city in disarray, the Mongols were free to tear down the imperial palace.
That's easy enough. Let's charge right in.
Mongol warriors flooded the streets of Xiangyang as the Song defenders rose to make a desperate last stand.
It will not be enough. Alright, the longbowmen are going to be able to or not the long term, the archers are going to be able to smash the palace into pieces. It's over. Xiangyang has fallen.
Xiangyang, the great bastion of the Song dynasty, had fallen. Kublai Khan had finished what his grandfather, Genghis Khan, had started. And now, he could establish his own great dynasty and sit on the throne of all China.
Alright, the Mongol capitals. In just 2 centuries of conquest and adaptation, the Mongol way of life evolved dramatically. Traditionally a nomadic population, they adopted permanent structures and even capital cities. The old Mongolian capital at Karakorum grew from a collection of gurs into a walled city with its own palace, its courtyard built around a gleaming silver fountain that dispensed mare's milk and wine. Ah, that rich, huh? Genghis Khan's descendant captured the Rus lands and chose Sarai as the capital of the Golden Horde. And the great city of Zhangdu became Kambalik, the city of the Khan, the seat of Kublai Khan's own Yuan dynasty. Despite embracing the grandeur of cities and the comfort of indoor living, the Mongols' nomadic heritage would always be close ahead. Within city walls, a ring of traditional gurs could be found, standing as a link to the roots of their legacy. And that is the Mongol campaign. It was hard in parts, easy in other parts, steamroll in certain portions of the game, all that. Fun overall.
The Mongol army smashed through Xiangyang's defenses and captured the city. Kublai Khan then pursued the remnants of the Song dynasty across southern China. In 1279, at the Battle of Yamen, the Mongols destroyed the last defenders of the Song. Kublai Khan now ruled over all China, founding the Yuan dynasty. His royal court in Chengdu welcomed scholars, traders, and religious leaders. The Mongols demonstrated civility and religious tolerance, but also brutality and violence, typifying the contradictions within the Mongol Empire. Since Genghis Khan first united the Mongolian tribes, they had made incredible advances in technology and trade. And they created indelible connections between East and West. At its height, almost 100 million people lived under Mongol rule, a quarter of the world's population. The Mongol Empire endured for less than 200 years, before fragmenting into smaller territories. But its legend continues to this day. Genghis Khan's mission was to unite the world into one empire. Yet he always returned to the Mongolian steppe, where the endless grasslands lay beneath the eternal sky. And from where he created one of the largest empires the world has ever known.
And that would be that. Okay. Hold on. I just pressed the continue button, that's what it does. And what now? Well, nothing more. It is over. Well, I've recorded some of the missions of the Moscow campaign, the Muscovite campaign. I still have several missions to go through there, but yeah, it was fun. So that was 9 missions, so you get 5, 7, you get 10 as the Normans, 8 as the French. Okay. Well, we'll see how many we get as Rus. I mean, we're already I'm already up to 6, and I think there's more to come, but we'll see. A lot of fun, enjoyable, and you learn quite a bit about history. That was not a very long mission, I gotta say. The final one, it's more just like, oh, build these OP trebuchets and win the day. But yeah, stay tuned for more, everyone. Kostin signing out. Subscribe, like, and enable